Welcome, everyone. This is the world premiere of Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Moments ago here, Jason Statham arrived, and did he ever arrive in style? Wow. You can see the fans are going crazy. That's a lot of pressure pulling down Hollywood Boulevard in that car. I'd be a little nervous about that, but he is too cool for school, as he always is. Looking amazing, as we always expect from Jason Statham. And then, guess who arrived next? Oh yes, The Rock. A little bit of different style than Jason's style, as we know this from Hobbs and Shaw. They do things a little bit differently. And I gave Jason props for arriving and driving that car, but look at this. I think I want to take that thing for a spin. Oh my gosh. Now, let me tell you, the fans went crazy. What an entrance that was. Hey guys, I am Nikki Novak for Fandango and Universal Pictures. Welcome to our live stream. We are so excited. We're gonna have so much fun. This is going to be the hottest, literally the hottest, but the hottest carpet of the summer in the most highly anticipated movie. And I have a co-host today. I am joined, Roman, how are you doing there?
Yes, hello. My name's Roman Kemp. I'm going to be looking after things as well. Now, it's a little bit different how we've done things here today. Now, obviously, someone had to be representing the British side of the movie, the Shaw side.
Would that be me?
And the accent just gives it away a tiny little bit. But one question I do have to ask is who's organising parking tickets for Jason Statham? Surely he can't just leave his car in the middle of Hollywood Boulevard.
Listen, I'd be happy to take care of it for him. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it for a spin or two, and I'll just pick him up later. That would be fine with me. But I think I'd kind of like to drive The Rock's vehicle. What would you choose?
Do you know what? I think both of them, you know, they represent each other quite nicely. I think in size as well. I mean, it is actually
really.
Yeah. They just needed a car that Dwayne could actually fit into, and unfortunately, a McLaren wouldn't do this time, so they had to get a massive truck.
That's a good point.
But listen,
a good point.
Everyone is so excited here today, Nikki, and rightly so as well. Everyone on the Shaw side as well, looking good, looking prim and proper. We've got Big Ben, we've got Westminster Abbey.
Yes,
it's looking good.
Yes, you do on your end. Well, you know, on my end, we're representing Samoa here. And, you know, people might be a little bit confused why we're sort of on two different sides, why we're not together, seeing as we're co-hosting. I thought at first it was because you didn't like me. But you guys have a look. Just moments ago, we took you on a little tour of the carpet so you can get the lay of the land. Check it out.
So here we are. This is where our guests will arrive, right on the. I mean, we can't call it a carpet because I mean, what is it? It's not.
Well,
it's not
usually,
red.
Yeah, usually we call it a red carpet. In this case, let's call it a road carpet.
Okay, it's a road carpet. Yeah, it's a road carpet. This is where our guests will arrive. They'll have a little bit of a chat with all the media here, and then something's going to happen that I don't know has ever happened before. The carpet has been split into two. Now, Hobbs and Shaw, two very different guys.
Yes.
And that's what's been represented. Two garages. And we're each going to be representing one another.
Yes. Can you guess which side I'm doing? The Hobbs side, American accent, dead giveaway.
Yeah, exactly.
And you are taking the Shaw side.
I'm taking the Shaw side. I mean, mainly I think it was because they couldn't have two Romans in one garage.
That's very good. There are two Romans going to be here on the carpet today. Roman Kemp, my lovely co-host, and Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to see him today.
Right, so I think, why don't you take the lead? Why don't you show them the Hobbs Garage?
Shall I?
Go for it.
It's been lovely seeing you. You look dashing.
We're not going to see each other again.
That's right.
Well, when?
The sequel.
That's it.
The sequel.
That's it, the sequel.
All right, guys, we are going down to, like we said, the Hobbs Garage. This is where we keep it real. We have a lot of fun. I think we're going to have a little bit more fun than on the Shaw side, just saying. Yes, right here, we have fabulous fans. Can I hear it from you fans? Scream if you love The Rock. He's going to be right here. And then he's going to pick things up along here, as are all the rest of the stars on the Hobbs side. And they're going to do, you know, the glam cam. Boom, boom, boom. You know how they pose a lot better than I just did. And we're going to take you down and show you some of the cool vehicles that we have here. We have this truck. We keep it very real, like I said. We have a lot of fun on this side of the carpet. No champagne on this side, just a big old can of whoop ass. All right, Roman, are you ready to take it from here? Are you ready with the Shaw tour?
Okay, so the Hobbs side, it's nice. You've got big cars, big trucks, it looks cool. However, we do have actual champagne, and we do have Big Ben, and we do have Westminster Abbey, which is where royalty gets married. Our guests, they will arrive right here. They will be having a chat with us, all the big names. We'll be having a little bit of a banter, and then we've got our lovely fan pit here, are going to be making so much noise for whoever they love the most. And then as our guests make their way straight down the road, they will hit, just like that Hobbs side, the beauty shot. Although this side, I'm sure, be a lot of three-piece suits, very prim and proper, looking good, trying not to sweat too much because it's so hot. And then they're going to make their way down to the best thing ever, the pièce de résistance, an actual McLaren parked in the middle of the road. Can you believe it? Only in a Fast franchise would there be that car right here. Tonight is going to be absolutely amazing, but one thing is for sure, by the end of it all, I want to be inside that.
And what a way to kick things off. I am here with Roman Reigns. It is so good to see you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You've been having such a moment. You had a great moment at the ESPYs. What does it feel like? How many Hollywood movie premieres have you been to before?
This is my first one. So it's you know, just to be a part of this project, to be a part of this film, you know, to really break it open for myself and to be the first time ever. I don't know if I can beat this. That's the hard part is, you know, I have to try to, you know, do better than this, and that's going to be tough.
Well, Hobbs and Shaw, you're setting the bar really high. The Rock we know is your cousin. Yes. Did you have to audition?
You know what? He plays a fair game. And yes, I did. I went through the full process, and I think he wanted to see that I could earn it. And thank God I did, and thank God I did okay. And from there, once he saw that I was into it, my passion was there, he was all for me being on board. So it worked out pretty cool.
So I know David Leitch, the director, has said that you can sort of shape a character by the way they fight. How do you fight sort of in the WWE compared to in this film? Can you sort of compare the two? And what is your fighting style in Hobbs and Shaw?
You know, I try to mix, you know, the agility with the strength, and that's what I do in the ring. So that's pretty much what I did, and I incorporated a few moves from the wrestling world. So it's a pretty neat collaboration. It was so fun to work with those guys, David, Greg, you know, everybody that just has so much knowledge in building and telling a physical story. It was really cool.
So you performed the Civital in this movie, and it is loud, it is wild. How wild was it on set? What did it feel like? And what was it like working with your cousin?
To be honest, it was one of the coolest performances I've ever had the pleasure of doing. It was so personal, and it was just, I think we all put our hearts out there, and it's funny because Cliff said it the whole week. Cliff Curtis, he said it. Let's train at a 12, that way the 10 is easy, and that night the 10 was easy, and we were all in together. And I think that passion, that love for our culture, it really shines through, and we're really excited for everybody to see it.
Well, we're excited to have you here. Welcome to your first Hollywood premiere. Great to see you. You can just hang out with me. I think we're going to toss it over to Roman. He has a very special guest.
Okay, so I'm joined by two fantastic people. I'm joined by Mr. David Leitch and Kelly McCormick. Guys, thank you so much, obviously, for chatting to us. David, I'm going to start with you, if you don't mind. I mean, directing something like this, where do you even begin?
That's a really good question. I mean, the Fast universe has done so many crazy, amazing set pieces, and they've exhausted a lot of plot lines. But we had two really strong characters and a great relationship between them that we were building on. And I think that when Kelly posed for me to maybe direct this project, we knew the core of it was Hobbs and Shaw, and that's what people loved loved their dynamic in the last movie, and we just tried to build on that.
And Kelly, coming to you, I mean, how do you How do you differentiate between, obviously, everyone knows and loves the Fast and the Furious franchise. How do you make this something different, something special?
That guy. Pretty much, you know? But I think it was an opportunity to have a little bit more fun with the franchise. As amazing as it is, these guys are the sort of comedic aspect of the, you know, however many they've been in, right? Like 3 together. Yeah. And now, you know, we could really take advantage of that, have that kind of fun, but also bring in the heart and soul of what makes the others great. So it was just this great combination of trying to do that and then just something unique, which what David does every time he comes out.
Well, listen, I heard that there was a little bit of a mantra on set of "In David Leitch We Trust." Now, Vanessa Kirby was really up on this. But what's it like trying to... Because you look at the names on this movie as well. Jason Statham, Idris Elba, Dwayne Johnson. How do you keep them all under wraps?
Oh, they're all professionals and great to work with. I mean, granted, it's intimidating. You walk into a room and it's like 3 apex predators ready to pounce. Look, I had a great relationship for Jason for years, and I've been circling projects with Dwayne, and this was like a perfect storm and an opportunity to work together. And when Idris came on board, he had just directed his own feature, and it was like a great time for him to get back in the game, and we just had a blast. I mean, those 3 guys on set, we're always having fun. It's a lot of action and a lot of fight scenes, but a lot of fun.
And of course, filming in London. And here we are again, like we're in London again. I mean, what can fans expect from this? I mean, from Hobbs and Shaw, for those that, you know, are expecting a Fast franchise movie?
I think the Fast fans are going to be really excited. I think, you know, we preserved the set pieces and the things that they love, and we tried to dial them up to 11. But we also wanted to strike out on our own. And like Kelly said, we built out the comedy and the banter relationship of these 2 characters. And then we took it into more of a spy franchise and made it fun. And adding Idris, adding Vanessa Kirby, Helen Mirren, like our cast is phenomenal. And you can't deny the acting power we have in this movie. It's daunting.
Well, you say that, but I mean, as I mentioned before, and Kelly said it as well, "In David Leitch We Trust" was the mantra, and we actually have a bit of a video to show as well that says just that.
3, 2, 1, DJ!
I'm a fan of the Fast films, so to have the opportunity to bring my action experience to these characters was really exciting to me.
He's just a genius at what he does. He's brilliant. He knows how to direct, he knows how to choreograph.
The action is the heart of the movie, and David Leitch is one of the best in Hollywood.
I come from a fight choreography background and a stunt background, so it's hard for me not to get in front and do some physical line readings like, this is how I would do it. I love fight days.
And not only that, he's a mastermind of the camera.
He's an aficionado of action movies, and that's what you want.
With David, audience comes first, and that's what you see.
What people don't really realize about action is that you can really define your characters through the way that they fight.
We had a mantra, "In Dave Leitch We Trust," and I think we all felt like that.
In this movie, there's a lot of the DNA of the Fast franchise, but I also wanted to bring my approach to action in my style.
Humbling, but very cool.
You heard it from Jason Statham, and I'm going to do it in his accent, his way of saying it. He's an aficionado of action movies. Is Jason right, Kelly?
He is. He really is. He's often right, by the way.
We've found the perfect man for the job and the perfect team for the job. Of course we have. Nikki, back to you.
I am here with Cliff Curtis. Great to see you.
Great to see you. It's great to be here. It's very exciting.
Okay, I have to say, in the trailer, you had a lot more hair. You had long hair, you had a beard.
Long hair, braids, big beard, yeah.
Okay, so now you know what girls feel like and what girls go through. Was it hair extensions? Did you grow it out? How did you do it? Was it a lot of work?
It was a lot of work. I had to grow it out. I had to do that every morning, yep. Now I know. Now I know what it feels like.
Yes, so you are playing The Rock's brother in this movie, his oldest brother. Does that mean you get to boss him around a little bit?
That means I get to boss him around a little bit, not too much.
Did you milk it?
Oh yeah, every opportunity.
What was that feeling like? You know, the Samoan side, I mean, we've all seen from the trailers, like that, it just looked so charged. What was it like for you guys? There was a lot of testosterone, I'm sure, on set those days, but what was was it a lot of camaraderie? Was there a lot of like flexing your muscles to see if you measure up to the next guy?
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on, a lot of camaraderie, a lot of flexing. It's a part of the culture. It's good brotherly bonding going on there, a lot of healthy aggression.
Okay, so it was healthy, it was good.
It was good, it was great, yeah.
So you're no stranger to Hollywood. You've done a lot of, carpets before. You've done a wide variety of roles. How is Fast and Furious different? How's Hobbs and Shaw different from anything you've ever done before?
Well, of course, we've got two of the biggest, hugest global action stars of the moment. I suppose the Samoan aspect, bringing that heritage in, how we shot that. So we did the usual suspects, London, maybe some other locations, but I think Samoa's never really been in a big action studio thing like this. And then we have the Sivao, so yeah.
And offset, days are over. What's happening? Are you guys hanging out together? What are you doing?
Yeah, there's a bit of hanging out. There's a lot of, and we actually shot it on location in Hawaii. So yeah, there's plenty, It's a pretty good deal. Resorts, beaches, yeah.
This sounds terrible. I don't know how you handled that.
I know, but somehow we managed. We pulled through. Mind you, hanging out with these guys, a lot of really big guys. I mean, as we all know, The Rock is a big man, but working with a lot of Samoan brothers, they're big also. And so there was quite a bit of gym time going down. Not for me, per se, but with a lot of brothers in the family, yeah.
But I know you and Rock go toe-to-toe in this film. You have some pretty intense scenes together. Sort of talk to me a little bit about that. Not just the physical side, but the emotional side.
Well, he's amazing to work with in that he's a very generous man. He's a very generous actor. And he takes offers incredibly well. So there's a confrontation scene. And I was thinking, how's this going to go? How's he going to go with it? But he just rolls with things. He's very relaxed but sharp at the same time. So it's a great combination. I enjoyed it, yeah.
I'm sure you did. It sounds fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. I think Hiram is going to come in and join us.
Hiram?
Hiram's coming in.
Are you sure?
I think he's coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll just hang out until then.
Right.
Oh, wait. Can you do the one eyebrow raise like The Rock?
I'll do my best. There's better in the family than mine, but yeah.
No, that was actually really, really good because I can't do it at all. Wait, I'm going to try. Hold on. No, it's not working.
Oh,
there he is.
How you doing, my friend? Hello, how you doing?
Oh, good to see you.
Good to see you. We're here, Hobbs and Shaw, Cliff Curtis. I mean, this is a dream. Come on, this is a dream.
Tell me, though, how big a dream is it? You have known The Rock since you guys were kids. From the very beginning to, all the steps you've taken along the way. How is this one different? What does it mean to you?
Well, I mean, look, anytime you can, as Cliff will tell you, making movies is hard, and anytime you can make a movie, it's a win. But the idea for this actually started back in 2010. We've been working and focused on this when we created the character of Hobbs. So to be here now, middle of Hollywood, all these fans, everything's come together. It's so exciting. We're just so humbled to be able to pull it off, and now we have this movie that we're so confident in. It's fun, it's big, pays homage to the Fast and Furious universe, builds it out in a great way while introducing great new characters like Cliff, Idris, Vanessa, Asa Gonzalez. I mean, it's a big, fun world, and we're so thrilled to unleash it to the universe and let all the fans have some more fun.
Yeah, and your production company, 7 Bucks Production, was involved in this. You personally, what was important to you? Because I know it's a Fast and Furious movie, but this is kicking off a whole new franchise. Everybody really wanted this. This is something that fans have been waiting for and wanting for a long time. What was most important to you that you showcased in this film?
Well, look, I think for us, we wanted to be able to support the Fast and Furious universe. This is a spin-off. This is all about supporting the mothership, but also creating something that's worthy of fans coming to the theaters. It's hard to get people to the theaters. Movies are expensive, so we take great pride at 7 Bucks in creating theatrical events that you can come, have fun with the audience, laugh, see the explosions, see the set pieces, family, heart, ass kicking, Siva Taos, you name it. I mean, that's what we want to do, was make an event that people came to the theater and they said, God, this was worth it. I want more of this. Please just keep giving us more of it. And I think we were able to do that.
You know what I think is really funny is that fans always kid, like, will Fast and Furious ever go into outer space? And it feels like we're close to the sun today because it is so hot.
It is crazy hot. You guys look great despite the heat. I'm trying to keep it together, but listen, anything's possible. With Fast and Furious, space, Santa Claus, who knows? But if it's possible, we'll go for it.
I need to know, did you learn the Civetao?
I watched, I memorized it in my head, but there's some things that you just don't want. I would have messed it up. These guys, and you got to see him with the bow staff. Incredible. So, yeah, I watched from afar.
Well, thank you both. I'm going to relieve you. I know you've been standing here for a while now. Thank you both. Congratulations. This is so exciting, and I'm going to toss it back to Roman. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you so much.
Everyone arriving right now looking fabulous. And of course, this movie, Hobbs and Shaw, well, it features two very different guys, to be totally honest, right? Deckard Shaw, Luke Hobbs. I mean, they're not exactly friends. I mean, they were enemies, but we like to call them the best of frenemies. Take a look.
You think I'm stupid? Of course I think you're stupid. But you know what? I'll do you a favor. I'll knock that dumb right out of your skull. You just say the word, Jack. It was on set of Fast 8 that there was a unique chemistry that just started to build between myself and Jason.
Hobbs and Shaw, you know, want to kill each other. This time, we have to come together as a team of two.
Even though they hate each other and at each other's throats, there is a common respect between the two.
We are so different, and yet we're so similar.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
On my 3.
Okay.
1.
The chemistry between Dwayne and Jason, it's pretty special, and it's hard to find that.
How do I look? It's a little tight.
To have the opportunity to take these guys and build a world around that chemistry was really exciting to me.
I just dreamt they killed you before I woke up. Pretty disappointed right now. All right. I've known Jason now for a very long time, and I take great joy in making him laugh while the cameras are rolling. It brings me so much joy.
You know, we like a good laugh. We know how to arse around, that's what we say.
Let's roll.
You think?
Dick.
I love it, Dwayne. Yeah, right. It's going to be good.
See, I told you, the best of frenemies, right? As you can see, arriving right now, looking absolutely stunning, Vanessa Kirby. She is here, right there, with Mr. David Leitch. Now, Vanessa, in this movie, all I can tell you is that she is an absolute boss. She owns every single part of this, okay? As Hattie Shaw, of course. And they team up, it is phenomenal. But Vanessa is going to be here, obviously being part of the Fast franchise. I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than that. And also, in this movie, having Helen Mirren as a mother is quite big as well, isn't it? I mean, Helen Mirren's your mum, and then Jason Statham is your brother. Now, we're going to make sure that we get a little bit of a family chat here today. But as I say, all the stars arriving today. We can see Mr. Jason Statham right there. Oddly, dressed all in black, which, based on the heat today, we are basically on the surface of the sun. It is that hot. Yeah, maybe it was a different choice. And there, the main man himself, Mr. Dwayne Johnson. Both of those guys arriving not too far apart, taking photos with the crowd, absolutely loving it. This is a big moment, of course, for Dwayne Johnson, for The Rock, for Jason Statham as well, seeing their characters up in lights. Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. What a guy. The greatest action movie hero of all time, who knows? It's a big call, he might just be doing it. Taking pictures with the crowd, of course. Idris Elba arriving earlier on, straight to the fans. This is the first time Idris has become part of the Fast franchise as well, taking on the role of Brixton Law. What a role indeed as well. A superhuman. I mean, he does look like a superhuman normally, but this time he actually gets to say he is. Idris has actually tried to do this. I mean, taking time out from DJing around the world as well, being featured on records around the world as well, rapping, everything. The man has too many talents. That's the problem. He might actually be superhuman now that I've said that. Idris Elba, Jason Statham looking dapper, representing of course, the Shaw side today. I love the fact that Idris Elba is part of a Fast franchise movie. He is just the perfect villain. He looks cool, he's got the swag, and he's basically a modern Terminator. It's unbelievable. So many fans outside queuing, wanting to get their photos with the stars, and the stars, well, they're living up to their promise as well. They're going right the way down Hollywood Boulevard here today. Everyone arriving in style, taking photos, signing autographs. Just goes to show why this really is the biggest franchise and set of movies ever. This technically being the 9th in the Fast and Furious franchise. As we see the stars approaching as well, everyone making their way in to the theatre, ready right here at the Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw World Premiere. Or as you like to call it in America, a premiere. We're yet to see the champagne flowing here on the Shaw side, though. There is a problem. I'm joined by the wonderful Vanessa Kirby. Vanessa, how are you today?
I'm really good. You're from England too.
Yeah, exactly. But listen, I mean, being here today, I mean, we are representing England. We're representing, I mean, London town right now.
Is that what it's...
Well, we've got Big Ben and we've got Westminster Abbey.
I spotted that, yes.
They didn't install the rain machine.
Dingin has invaded the franchise.
Now, being a part of it, being a part of the Fast franchise, what does it mean to you getting involved in a movie like this?
Well, I mean, it's that British thing, I think, with Idris and Helen. Like, it was really cool. We filmed in London for, 3 months, and I think it was, I'm really proud to bring a bit of Britain to it.
You are an absolute boss in this movie. You've got, well, this is the thing. You've got, this is the thing. I mean, you've got Jason Statham in there, you've got Dwayne Johnson, you've got Idris Elba, all of them, they can handle their own. But I mean, being a part of this and really going for it, what was it like filming this and just going through your paces?
I just really wanted to make sure that the female character in it was as big of a boss as those guys, because they're really cool. So at every moment, and I'm not very cool, so I got to be cool for like a few months. But yeah, I just really wanted to take care of like how capable she was, and that she was just as strong as them, and she was able to fight all her own battles by herself and not be saved by them. And and they were amazing. And like, little spoiler, like Dwayne lets me beat him up, which is cool.
Now let's talk about the stunts as well in this film. Are you getting injuries?
Loads. I was so achy. I could barely walk most days, and like, I am not naturally a sports person. I was always last in the running race at school, so I was like terrified. But Greg, the fight director, is incredible and just made me feel okay. And he taught Charlize on Atomic Blonde, so I was like, if I can even be like 1% of how cool she was and capable, then maybe I'll like survive it.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, this being, a project for you, we've seen you just going bigger projects, bigger. How does this differ, like, from the other stuff that obviously you've been a part of?
I guess probably the scale. Like, I'm a theatre girl. I came from like just doing years of theatre, so suddenly being in Hawaii on this cliff edge with Dwayne and a helicopter like literally circling around us as we have this little moment was like really surreal. Halfway through the scene, I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, why am I not in London? So it was, the scale of it, I think.
I heard as well that they have a travelling gym just for Dwayne.
Yeah, they do. I tried to break into it a couple of times.
What's the travelling gym?
Working, I was like, I need to practice my running because I'm like super unfit, and I tried to go into it, but I think it's exclusively the DJ. Travelling gym,
Travelling gym.
I think it's like his meditation, it's his therapy. Like, he just, and taught us a lot about discipline and
There's a lot of testosterone on this set.
Awful lot. Yeah.
I mean, the flexing must have been incredible. Who was trying to flex the most?
I would say it was honestly, it was a dead equal amount of flexing. But I had Kelly McCormick, who's the producer, who's David's wife, and so we were like, the women on set. Like, really representing, yeah.
Now-
all that testosterone was going on.
Now, let's talk about it. We saw you earlier on talking about David Leitch. You mentioned him there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you said you had a mantra, in David Leitch we
Oh,
trust.
and David Leitch we trust.
Yes, so
The whole crew had that.
why? What is this? Why?
Oh, he's just, not only is the nicest man on earth and like the most charismatic and wonderful, but he's just a proper filmmaker, you know, like, and you really feel that on set, like such a visual artist, but like he's a true artist. And I think it's amazing that he's bringing his own take to the franchise. And I think, I haven't seen it and you have, but I know that it will have like a David Leitch, it'll be like a David Leitch movie. And I've always wanted to do one with him. And it was like a true honor. And he was everything that he, you know, he lived up to everything that I heard about him.
Amazing. Well, listen, it is so great to have you a part of this here today as well. Can I just say, for everyone else that's watching...
Great to have you here.
Well, this is the thing. Can you just vouch for me? Because it is so hot that we're not used to this.
Melting, and also I cut my knee on when I was shaving my legs just before I left. So I'm like, I've got a wound.
Got a war wound.
Really badass, right?
Ready. Exactly. Well, listen, thank you so much for stopping today. Let's go back to the other side. What's going on with you, Nikki?
Oh, you know, just having some fun over here. You know, one thing you know when it's a Fast and Furious movie, and you can see by the carpet today, is that everybody is stunning. And they are so bringing it to this road carpet today. I want to just sort of like go back and have a few looks at, you know, what we're seeing today here on the road carpet. All right. So first of all, when Dwayne came in and Jason came in, they look so slick, they look cool, but then Vanessa showed up and I'm sorry, slaying. She just stole my heart. She stole my heart from the second she walked on the carpet. She looks incredible. I've also seen Eiza Gonzalez. We're gonna talk to her in a little bit, but let's just have a look here down on the carpet at what we're seeing and some of the fashion that we're seeing today at the Hobbs & Shaw premiere. Well, you can see right now, the cars are bringing it, I'll tell you that much. The cars are amazing. Okay, that one I think I'm going to take for a little roll after the premiere is over. But it is hot, but I will say you can't even tell. Oh, no, I changed my mind. I think I'll be rolling out in that one. Not sure who with. I think Vanessa. I think I want to leave with Vanessa. I think Vanessa and I need to go and hit the town after this. But, you know, this is one of the most hotly anticipated movies. Fans have been waiting for this. They want to know what the Hobbs & Shaw spinoff is going to be like. It's part of the Fast and Furious franchise, but we know they're going to bring their own style and their own speed to it. And I think this is one of the coolest carpets I've ever seen. I mean, having the road, having, you know, the fans, the fan pit, the interaction. And I got to say, as much as I like Roman Camp, I kind of like holding court over here on the Hobbs side. It's not bad. It's a lot of fun. So, you know, just so much excitement. And what was cool is that Jason and The Rock really kicked off this whole thing. Sometimes we wait for the stars to arrive. They come towards the end, but they really rolled in and kicked off the energy to this whole event. Okay, I can hear the fans are now cheering for The Rock. It's pandemonium down here. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun. I think we're going to talk to Eiza Gonzalez in a couple of minutes. She is a new addition to the cast, and she's been, I can tell you, she has been owning it. She was a huge fan of the franchise to begin with, so I can't wait to talk to her and find out, you know, what it was like to be part of this whole thing. But right now, I am tossing it back to Roman. Roman, I think you got a special guest there.
Right, I am here with the main man himself, Deckard Shaw, Jason Statham. Hello, sir, how are we?
Hello, hello, hello.
It's nice, isn't it, bringing a little bit of London here today to Hollywood?
We brought a little bit of it, yeah. You're referring to the car, I presume?
Of course.
Yeah, now, Surrey-generated McLaren.
Now, turning up, arriving in style, that was a pretty nice moment, wasn't it?
You know what? We thought, should we have the Peterbilt truck or should we have the McLaren? We went with the old slick motor.
Now, talk to me about this film. It's finally happened. Hobbs & Shaw, naming lights. Were you just absolutely itching to get into this?
You know what? We've done a couple of films in the Fast universe before, and we really enjoy giving each other a lot of stick. And we thought, you know what? If we can just do a little bit more of that and have a good time doing it, why not?
We spoke earlier on to Vanessa, and obviously, you know, you, Idris, Dwayne there, but Vanessa brings it in this movie, doesn't she?
she's rather good. Yeah, she does a great job.
And of course, seeing Dame Helen Mirren as your mum, how does that kind of work? Is it a little bit nerve-wracking?
You know what? She makes it the easiest day. Of all the days that we get on set, she's the easiest because she just comes and she knows every little bit of what she needs to do, and then she goes home. She's a sweetheart. She's super loving and friendly to all the crew. She's just, one of the greats. Yeah. And you can just, you feel everything that she's giving out. And yeah, for me, we had like, a day, 2 days. It was one single day. Rather special.
And of course, how do you think, for those Fast and the Furious fans of the franchise, how does this differ from those movies?
Well, there's a lot of people that aren't in it. It's just, you know what? This is one of the things that we were quite nervous about because we want to be respectful to the Fast universe and everybody that is part of that. And I mean, I just came in as a small part in the early, in the part 5. The end, and then it was 6, then 7 and 8. So I'm very cautious about these types of films and what they can do and the messages that they can send. But I'm not the one who makes decisions, and I'm not the one who creates ideas. Yeah. But I'd be silly to say no to this type of an offer. But we can never take our eye off what is the DNA of the Fast universe. So we've been very cautious and trod very carefully to keep that as a special place. So, here we are. It's just a couple of chaps that have been extracted out of the Fast world and sent on a little ride.
Well, listen, finally, I have to mention it. You're taking on Brixton Law, Idris Elba. What was it like coming up against Idris in this movie?
Well, he's about as good as you can get in terms of a supervillain. Yeah, I've had a massive respect for Idris. I've known him for many, many years outside of the professional world that we both live in. And I know about his kickboxing, I know about his fighting skills. So when you give someone with that authentic sort of a skill a great sort of moment to sort of kick the crap out of me and Dwayne, you believe it. So it's great. I mean, Idris has really excelled, and the work he does it speaks for himself. So he is truly someone I've been wanting to work with for many, many years.
It's a fantastic movie. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
I didn't swear.
You didn't swear. He didn't. He said, he promised me. Honestly, Nikki, I told him.
You told him. Oh my gosh. How amazing does he look? He looks incredible. And he's talking to the young star that plays The Rock's daughter in the film. We can see Jason, of course, with Rosie looking absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can talk seeing those two together. They should be separated on the carpet. It's too much hot. It's just too much hot for this carpet. We need Rosie to come down to this end, to the Hobbs side, although she probably won't. Oh, he finally took his glasses off. Amazing. This is what we want. We want to see his eyes, yes. Don't we, fans? We definitely want to see him. Wow. Talk about slaying. Talk about stunning on the carpet. And they look cool, calm, and collected, don't they? It must be the British thing. They just don't get warm. What is it? Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Can we cast her in the next Furious movie? I think we should. I think we should cast her in the next Hobbs and Shaw movie. We're doing it right now. So we've seen every major star arrive here on the carpet. And I can just tell you, the energy here is so high. The two of them, wow, dream Hollywood couple. Incredible. You can see fans are lined up all down the boulevard. This is just, this is a huge event. I mean, there's premieres in Hollywood, but this is a premiere of premieres. This is one that people have been waiting for. People have been here since early today, waiting. They want to see The Rock. They want to see Jason Statham. They want to see Idris Elba. They want to see Vanessa Kirby. I mean, just such a stellar cast in this movie. Of course, you can always expect that from the Fast and Furious franchise. But this, Hobbs and Shaw, it's the first time they've got their own spin-off. We can't wait to see what kind of spin they put on.
Time that Samoan culture has been showcased on a big scale like this. So it's pretty cool, and I'm very excited.
Fans are excited. We're excited. Thank you so much for dropping by, and congratulations.
Thank you so much for this. Enjoy the night. Here we are, Hobbs and Shaw, world premiere.
Thank you. I love
Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh. Day made. That's just the way it goes when you interview The Rock. As you can see, the sweetest, most personal guy. And he talked a lot about, like we expect from the Fast and Furious franchise, the brawn, the action scenes, which we know in David Leitch we trust because he brings it like nobody else, but also the heart of the film. And that's what really Fast and Furious is known for, family. And he brought not only his culture into the film, his family members, his cousin Roman Reigns is in this film, but he really represents a sense of family in this film. The Samoan scenes look off the chain. I know when the trailer dropped, people were just going crazy because we've really never seen that before. See, there he goes again, just making fans' day. But that's, that's sort of what he does, and that's what he brings to every film that he creates, everything that he touches. He puts his heart and soul into it. You can see he's down on the carpet. He is talking to fans. He's basically, being The Rock. He's doing what he does, and that is signing every single autograph and talking to every single person. Okay, you guys. As we know on set, sometimes things always don't go according to plan. The best laid plans, you know how that goes, especially when there's a lot of stunts involved. So there was a really, really fun moment. Wasn't fun at first, but ended up being funny. Behind the scenes with Roman Reigns. Just have a look at this.
I turn around and I hear, "Oh my God!" We are rehearsing this scene, and it's a big scene where both of us are supposed to take our clubs over our heads, throw. Whew. They say, "Okay, guys, a lot of people around. No need to throw the club. Got it, Joe? Got it, brother. No need to throw the club."
My name is Ho. 3, 2, 1, go!
I pretend to throw my club, and I hear, "Oh my God!" I turn around, the fucking cameraman is knocked out. Come find out, Joe was like, boom! The club nails the cameraman, bang! The one guy that you don't hit. But everyone just looks at me. Even me, I looked at him. He felt so bad.
Don't worry about it. You get me on the chin if you got to. I haven't stopped apologizing. Our cameraman's just like, no, I'm okay. Teeth, I'm okay. He is a champ. He took it. He bounced right back up. He was not mad at me. We hugged it out, but I still feel terrible.
All right, here we are on the carpet for Hobbs and Shaw, and I have with me the stunning, and she is, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you. She is bringing it today. Asa Gonzalez, great to see you. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Now, I know you were a huge fan of this franchise growing up. Tell me a little bit about that.
I mean, it's unbelievable to see that we're today in this stage. I totally grew up with the Fast and Furious franchise. I have a brother who's 14 years older than me. So it was all about fast cars and beautiful ladies. And it's so nice to be working with this incredible cast and crew and our director who did such a good job. And, it's exciting to be portraying a Latina in this world because it's been so iconic for the Latin community. So sort of be part of one of those ladies in this world, and they're so badass. I mean, and from every age, you have Helen Mirren and Vanessa Kirby and Michelle and Jordan. Like everyone in it has been so talented and so cool that I'm just honored to be here.
Okay, but you bring it.
I'm bringing it.
You are bringing it. I want to know, because you're going toe-to-toe with all these characters, these larger-than-life personalities and actors.
Yes.
What is your sort of do you have a pre-scene ritual to sort of get in the zone when you're in your trailer? What's your process?
Yeah, I think that to me, what really works is get to know them. And if I can hang out and talk to them before and so feel comfortable with my surroundings, because it's also scary. You come to this new set, you really don't know all these personalities. You don't know if you're going to get along with each other. And it's always sort of like the first day of school. And it's also not cool when the whole school has been going on for like a whole year and it's middle of the year and you're like, hi, which is kind of what happened with me because I was dropping from one film to the other. But everyone was so nice to me, so welcoming, and it was nice. And I also got like my little blessing from Vin Diesel because I had just done a movie with him. So it was nice. It was a very full circle thing for me, and I had this whole conversation with him. Was like, I want to really honor the franchise, and everyone when I got there was just so warm and sweet to me. So I loved it, and it was great.
So I heard Vanessa talking earlier. There's a lot of testosterone on set. You two females are representing. I think she said something like The Rock lets her beat him up or something like that. Did you get the same privilege?
I am quick with words, and I'm sort of very condescendingly nice sometimes with them, just with them. So I would give them a little bit, just because you got to put them in their place. You got to remind them that women sometimes are the stronger sex. But there's so much testosterone. But Vanessa brought it. I will tell you, she brought it. And wait till you see her in this film. She's absolutely incredible. And everyone sort of did such an incredible job. I wish I had the strength to punch either one of them. I think I would break my hand if I tried. So I just stayed away, but I used my quick words to kind of made them nervous.
Well, great to talk to you. You look absolutely gorgeous. You slay in this movie. Congratulations. Can't wait to see a female-led Fast and Furious movie, and I'm going to toss it over to Roman with that thought.
Woo, let's do it.
So, as you can see, I'm joined. And to be honest, right, Jason Statham, Dwayne Johnson being in this movie as well, I can comfortably say that the coolest person is here.
Wow.
Idris Elba.
You wouldn't say that to their faces, would you?
Of course not.
No.
Of course I wouldn't.
Well, I'm glad you know.
I've said it to all of you, Idris. Of course I have. Now, Idris, you're finally here. You're finally part of a Fast franchise movie. How did this come about? How happy are you?
I'm like ecstatic, if I'm honest. Like honestly, David Leitch was the swing for me. Like he's an amazing director, great vision, and I wanted to work with him. I also wanted to work with Jason and Dwayne, but this little package was like probably the best sort of dream job. Do you know what I mean? Like incredible like attention to the action. And a little sense of humour as well. It's just a good laugh, really good.
It's a perfect thing for you. I mean, you called it a good laugh, but mate, you get to walk on set being a superhuman. Now, you've coined the phrase the Black Superman as well, which I absolutely love. I mean, what was it like taking on a character like this?
It was amazing, actually. From an actor's point of view, it's a dream because he's like part machine, part human, and the complexities of all of that were really, I had to play that. But also I get to, kick Dwayne's ass and kick Jason. I mean, both of them boys get it, you know what I mean? So what else could I ask for? No, but it was good. It's good times.
Of course. Now, my final question has to be, right, you're making action movies, you're turning up left, right, and centre, but you're DJing around the world. Yeah. You're on a huge record around the world. How do you find the time?
Do you know what? I'll sleep when I'm dead. That's the only thing I can tell you right now, man. Like, it's about, teamwork. I don't do it all by myself. I have a great team, and we just sort of dream it up and go do it. You know what I mean?
It's fantastic. Listen, congratulations, pal. Couldn't be happier for you. Thank you very much. Idris Elba signing out here at the Hobbs and Shaw world premiere. I mean, Nikki, I know you've had some pretty cool people, but
yeah,
come on.
And then some. I mean, it's been so much fun down here, so much energy. I know you had a lot of fun too. You've just got that British banter, that witty thing happening, but we still bring it. We keep it real down here. We got our trucks and our motorcycles and the whole thing. Did you have a good time?
The thing is that in England and in general in the UK, we have to try and find a sense of humour because otherwise it's just raining all the time, and it's a bit rubbish.
Yeah, our lives are just great here all the time. Sorry, but it's sunshine every day. Everything's great. We basically walk down the street in slow-mo.
I thought so.
That's how we do it.
I did think so. Everyone was walking quite slowly. Yeah. So this is it.
This is it.
We're getting ready.
We're going to have to see each other again at the sequel. You guys, thank you so much for tuning into this live stream. We hope you enjoyed it and felt like you were right here with the fans, with The Rock, with Jason, with Idris, and with Roman and myself. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks for staying with us the whole time. Can't wait for you guys to go out and see this movie. We're going to go party, see the film, you know,
Yeah, I
have
think
a little
they've got
fun.
the popcorn
but thanks
ready.
again for joining us. Good night, everybody.
Hi there, here's today's Daily Fact. The action sequences in the Fast and Furious saga seem to be always more monumental, but a lot of them were actually not digitally created, including the scene in which cars are dropped out of a plane with parachutes. Unbelievable. Remember to click below to subscribe, and if you like my shirt, you can also get that in the description below.